Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Rimworld Alpha 16. So, hopefully today we have our new prisoners. So we've got Yazuki, who's actually quite useful. If we can get these guys recruited today, then we'll be in a pretty good spot. Like, Max is going to do loads of crafting. Because I think what we want to do is we want to gather up together all of the steel on the map, if we can. And we want to start making components, if it's possible. I reckon it's very much possible. Let's just order the mining of that bit there that we know is definitely steel. And that bit there. I think that's all of the local area. Seamus is starving. Seamus, why don't you get up and eat then? Oh, do we not have anything? Hang on. Who's our cook and why are they not doing it? Demi Moore. Because you're going to haul packaged survival meals. Are we really? Oh. Come butcher these animals. In fact, Demi, don't do that anymore. Zyph's gonna do it. Not assigned to cooking. Zyph, get cooking. Hang on. Did I click the wrong person? No, I did not. Not assigned to cooking, eh? Apparently we're low on materials. So, that's a problem. I don't think it needs to be stated too much. Right, orders, harvest. Do we have any berry bushes in the local area? We do. I guess we're harvesting berries for a little while. I didn't think we were that low. I see a fridge full of food, in all honesty. So, I mean, just eat an egg. Just eat an egg. Save yourself some time for somebody else to actually... How many eggs are you eating? DL. And having a joint as well. Alright, sure. Definitely need... Why are you in this area? Something I want... Ah, right, well, I guess they're allowed to leave their area if it allows them into the next part. So if I get rid of that. We only left that top bit out because we used to allow them into the fridge, but we're going to stop that right in its tracks right now. So, with all these chickens, I find it very hard to believe we're starving to death. Yeah, you can cook now. Nothing's changed. You weird game. You're just trying to be awkward for me. Right, we're at about halfway through summer, so we're pretty much working towards winter. When it gets to winter time, we're going to pack up everything, hopefully, if we're in a good enough position anyway, and make it across the desert and settle again by the looks of it. So we really need to work on that. I might even consider just making a massive plot of anything, really, just to make sure that we get done. Muffalo Calf 2 is starving to death. You're telling me there is no food in this area? Yeah, that sounds reasonable, actually. Alright. Animals. I'm going in the wrong place. All of you guys are unrestricted. Have fun. This place has turned into a barren wasteland other than our crops, which we really, at this point, do need to make sure that are not being eaten by the animals, because if we want to leave this area and make our way towards the objective area, we've got to produce enough food. So that's something that needs doing. Can somebody please cut that tree? Thank you. It's slowing us down unnecessarily. No, Demi. Cook him a proper meal. DL. Some of these people, alright? You ended up just leaving the turkey meat out in the middle of nowhere. You're a weird one. Yeah, I think we were going to start maybe producing pemmican again. I think it'll take more than a couple of days for the trip across. So, if I suspend lavish meals now, and we say make 10 simple meals a day, something like that, and the rest we're going to make pemmican out of. I think we should be able to cover that. We are going to need veg in before we can do pemmican anyway, so we'll see. Major break risk. It's gone again. No, it's teetering on major, which means I'm going to ignore it. Boss's name Muffalo 2, Citron after being nuzzled. Alright. Good for them. Okay, so if we're gathering steel to make components, we kind of wasted components on stuff like this, to be perfectly honest. It seems as though it's largely unnecessary, but I am going to run wires to it, because if we do get our prisoners to join us, they've got good crafting skills, so we can make the most of that before we leave and see if that'll work out for us in the long run. We do need steel though, so somebody needs to be doing it. I think Dr. Zayas is usually the miner. Yeah, he's hauling steel places. And digging. Cool. So he's doing what he should be doing. Everybody seems to be smoking so much smoke leaf though. It's almost a bit of a nuisance. And I cut down that tree and it has respawned. Interesting. I cannot win. Please cut down that tree. I'm going to watch it not regrow. Unless he didn't finish cutting it. But no, he has definitely just cut it down. Alright. How's this hay grass coming along? Not even close. Okay. And in come the muffalo to start eating our crops. God damn it. I guess I'll give them the same animal area as everyone else. Which is everywhere but our crops. Keep them away from it. If they get killed by wild animals, then they do. We've got plenty, to be honest. So. Muffalo, not so much, but we've got, what, like 6 or 7? Maybe even 8 Muffalo to actually carry all of our stuff with us. So we're going to be able to bring a lot more, but I'm going to need to fill up a lot more of that space with food, unfortunately. But I think we can net some extra space, though. And start bringing components with us next time, so when we do settle, we're not in the same situation that we are in right now, which is where we spent most of the year that we planned on spending here, trying to get components. Which wasn't good. Not ideal at all. Demi, what are you doing? Feeding chicken egg to Yazuki. As opposed to a simple meal you could make. Sure. And now you're stared at the corpses, and you're going to complain about it. We should actually strip those corpses and get their stuff off of them. Now, think about it. So we can sell it to the next person who turns up. There he goes. There's also a foil helmet there, which is a bit degraded, but if we get... Cow 2 is starving. That is absolutely not my problem. In fact, I don't understand why it's going so far to not eat. There you go. Eat the grass. Wonderful. I'm half tempted to just put a growing zone on this area, but meh. It might mean that they end up wanting to guard it when raids come along, and I ain't up for that kind of noise. Right, I know Demi Moore, you being the warden and all, but... And that's kind of why you're not cooking before you warden. Before you're wardening, before you're cooking, sorry, which is why you're giving them raw food. Your priorities are set that way, but I really wish you'd just make meals. Tempting to recruit Yuzuki. Have we got somebody else who can do wardening? Yeah, Martin, the recruiter, can do some. Alright. We'll change up some priorities here. Demi Moore's better at it, but I'd rather have her cooking, because she's a super cook. And we've been dealing with starvation and problems like that, so let's see if we can solve that issue. There's a simple meal there, Anamu. I hate you so much. God damn it. Just cannot win. Okay, so steel. Anybody mind any? Yes. Steel has been mined, it just has not been hauled. Got plenty of it as well. Alright, so if we go to the component assembly bench, we'll just say I want 20 components before we leave. 20 is enough for geothermal generator, I believe. If we go to power, it's 8, and then the component assembly bench was 20, I think. So if we bring 20, then we only need to find 8 components on the next map we stop on, which should be easy enough. And we can start producing them from that point on. This component's not under that list. Oh, there they are. Interesting. Those potatoes were so nearly done, and apparently they've just been eaten. Frustrating. Yeah, well. It was my fault for making them unrestricted instead of putting them on the animal area. I'm aware of this. I'm very aware of you as well, Mr. Cougar. In fact, you two. Come here. Whoa! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I was planning on murdering the cougar and I accidentally clicked on a chicken instead. Kill. Kill. You got this. Anamu, join the fight. Come on. If Martin runs, he won't outrun anything, and the cows are. This is absolutely obnoxiously bad. What am I doing? There you go. Just fight now. Uh oh. Uh oh. You lost a toe. There we go. That was stupid. I'll be the first one to admit that. Should have sent out the entire team, most of all. But you only lost a toe. It's fine. We'll get over it. Just let me go back to 3 times speed. I just need to watch out for predators in this area, because I don't want them to hit my muffalo. Even though, pretty sure I just shot my muffalo more than anyone else has on this map. Speaking of, let's get some animal sleeping spots in here, so that those animals can actually go and get treated. Zyph, why are you not resting? Boss should be coming to heal, and he is. Cool. So yeah, just some scratches, but also lost a toe as well, which is unfortunate. There we go, back on track. Yeah, if you're ever going to fight predators, guys, don't just send the local people. Because that was a mistake that nearly got our teammates killed. So there you go. Ooh. We haven't got a machining table. Oh no, we do have a machining table. Bills. Disassemble mechanoid. Do forever. We've got plenty of mechanoid corpses hanging around, so we might as well make the most of them. If we can. I think it comes under smithing or something like that. Let's find out. Yeah, smithing. So, Zyph, smith. Once you're better, go gather all of the mechanoid corpses which seem to be rotting underneath the lack of being in inside. So we gotta deal with that. But we can get a lot of steel and some plasteel and stuff like that from them. I think a few components here and there. Can't quite remember if they dropped those, but that'd be nice. Someone had chopped that tree down. Have we cleared this area yet? No, we haven't. I'm going to knock a few people up on plant cutting. Let's do that. Really should get all of the trees that I've designated chopped, because I've only designated them because they're in very important positions, other than these apparently, which I can cancel. These ones not so important, but the rest are. Yeah. One's in the kill box, need doing. Yuzuki is starving and has gone berserk. Apparently. Yep. As long as you fight my other prisoner, that's fine. Fight, 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 fight. Only one will live. Right. Now melee attack him. That's it. Somebody rebuild these doors, please. Thank you. Seamus should hopefully win this. Oh, his melee skill's a bit crap, actually. It's actually on equal terms. So he definitely will win this because Yuzuki's taken a few hits. Need to rebuild his door quite quickly, though, because as soon as he regains consciousness, he's just going to leave again. So, reserved by Anamu. Cool. Well, capture you as well, then. He's technically locked in the area, though. How are you doing it? Cool. Because he can't get out through this door without punching that one down as well. So he's technically enclosed. Which I think is what allowed us to actually put him back in the bed. Otherwise it would say that it's not a prisoner room or something like that. I believe we've got rice, which means we're going to have pemmican. Wonderful. How's everybody's health? Doing alright. A couple of bruises here and there. You can have herbal meds for that. I'm going to knock people down to herbal meds as and when they need them, because we only have 4 left and we've got so much herbal medicine that we don't really know what to do with it, in all honesty. There we go. I wish you'd use the veg first. It's a bit easier to come by, Demi. And the eggs. But, you know, you make your pemmican. I'm glad they're making it as close to the area as possible. Who's starving? Nobody. Okay. Are you still starving? Yes. Right. Martin. You're now #1 warden. Oops. Do that as well. Feed Maxie. I bet he's starving to death as well. Yeah, he's severely starving. I want them to join me, guys. But if you're just going to kill them in the process, what's the point? Come on. There you go. Right. We should be fine. Back on track and all that. Smoking away. Maybe that's why we're not getting any work done. We're on that wacky backy. Can't be doing that. Right, everybody's getting healed again. It's just bruising, really. They'll get over it. Just in a severe amount of pain that they brought upon themselves. Group of cows have joined. 2 cows. Alright, well, it's better than none, I suppose. Where are they? On the list. There they are. Enter my animal area, which you're currently stood in anyway. A lot of cows, actually. Cows I'd prefer to keep indoors, but we literally have no grass in here for them to graze on. Which is annoying, to say the least. If we could get enough hay grass going, then it wouldn't be too bad, but... that, in there lies the problem. We can't... We've got 2 patches going, and they're not really getting along that well. Got some here and there, but other than that, Stray is fully healed. You the one that I shot by accident? I guess so. What is this? Oh, it's a chicken egg. Oh dear, what is that? Oh god. Everybody up. Everybody up. The food is burning. Fix the food. Save it. There we go. It's 85 degrees in there, so maybe some food will go rotten while it's cooling down, but we'll see what we can do. In fact, have we got... yeah, we got access to the coolers, which is good. And I would love it if you'd fix that power cable. It's not necessary, but it's useful. Despite asking people to do more plant cutting, I don't feel as though anybody really is doing any more plant cutting. They do have a lot of important jobs, so I'll give them that, but maybe I'll bump them up again. I just need it done, and once it's done, it never happens again. That's the thing. It's kind of like hauling. If you just stay on top of it, there's no problems. Animal starvation. Chick. Well, you've got literally free reign of the entire map. Now you're not starving. Okay. I thought it'd be a bit weird. Right, I think we've nearly finished this vein off. It might just be this, but there might be a bit here as well. We can't quite tell just yet. This one keeps going further back though, which I'm very happy to see. In fact, how much is there? 1,510 plus what's currently in our stockpile as well. I guess once the plant cutting has been done, oh dear, we've got a heat wave. Once the plant cutting has been done, then we're going to knock all those priorities back just to make sure. That's for 15. That's for 15. Cool. -3, -3. Alright, all of our coolers are doing their thing. If we're covering just their bedrooms, it should be enough. Just gonna order those plants to be cut as well. If you don't mind. Thank you very much. But yeah, the main priority is getting this kill box clear so that our enemies can't use those trees as cover. And fixing this room up for eventually having somebody enter it, but until then. Just noticed we don't have a standing lamp in here, which is interesting. What's our percentage? What are we working with? 2.6. It's alright, I guess. I've had worse. But I'd eventually like to get it up to about 10% chance. That's when we're not sitting around twiddling our thumbs all the time. Tons of food now. Wonderful. So we should be starting on extreme pemmican production very soon. Already got 291, but that's hardly enough, is it? We need like 5,000 or something like that, I think is what we set off with last time. So if we can work towards that, it's kind of like filling up our fridge with pemmican. That's pretty much the goal. So I think we can do that with the amount of eggs in there as well. I believe eggs plus veg is going to make pemmican, but I'm not sure. It might have to be a meat product. Ooh, cargo pods full of gold. This is right in the middle of our base as well. Not bad, not bad. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end off the episode here. We've not really done a great deal today, unfortunately, but I think we've set up a nice situation where we actually will, because we're coming towards the end of summer now, so we need to really crack down and get these farms harvested and stuff like that. Start making pemmican so that we can leave again. We've got plenty of muffalo as well, so that we can start carrying a lot of stuff. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for some more Rimworld in the future, and hit the little bell icon right next to the subscription button as well to be notified when I release new videos. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.